Yossi, as well as doing his first speech here. It's going to be 4 to 6 minutes. Yossi is a junior. He attends Stana Hills High School, and he's a rock star in the running team. So put your hands together for Yossi Rojas.
Hello everybody, good morning. Today I'll be talking about my marathon experience from the beginning to actual running the marathon and the range of emotions that just seemed to overcome me as I completed it. It all started on a regular 7th grade morning, my principal's voice sputtering to life overhead as the morning announcements proceeded regularly. Most of the information going in through one ear and coming out through the other until they started talking about SRLA, which is a program whose sole intent is to get as many students as they can to complete the marathon, more specifically the LA Marathon. I was immediately intrigued and I thought, wow, what a great outlet for my energy. And I went and got the permission slip and signed it, and a few hours later faced my first obstacle and what would have been my very short-lived running career had it gone wrong. My parents were the obstacle, being a giant boulder and boulders, and saying how I shouldn't do the marathon, how it was an egregious mistake and doing it. And after much pleading and constant pleading, I was able to convince them into allowing me to run the marathon. The training was the next week. We trained 3 days a week. On Saturdays, doing long runs, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles, running anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And we put in a lot of effort, and it taught us perseverance, and we had to have self-motivation in order to get through everything and wake up on those Saturday mornings when everyone else was asleep, when you could be in bed hitting the snooze alarm consistently and not worrying about waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning in the cold. And running did so much for me in that it not only made me healthy but provided me life values that I could continue on in life. And so race day came. It came in March after 6 months of long training. We all headed up on buses to our hotel, Sheraton Hotel. That night we carb loaded, which is customary for runners to do before their big race, and then proceeded to the finish line, which was only a quarter mile away, and crossed the finish line together as a team, the newbies like me, not knowing how hard it'd be to do the exact same thing the next day. We woke up in the morning, got on the subway, and got to the starting line, and the gun went off. All the time and effort that we had put into the marathon had finally paid off, and we were there. The first 20 miles, I can say, were, for the most part, clear, having been prepared for those 20 miles, and the later 6 miles being a complete mystery to us. At the 20-mile mark, we were drenched in sweat, salt marks over our face, our legs were burning, and our minds, like machines, on the sole intent of just completing the marathon. Once those 6 miles arrived, the mile banners overhead announcing 21, 22 seemed to take an eternity to reach. Finally, I got to the 26 mile banner and saw the 26.2 just right up ahead. I immediately tapped upon reserves of energy that I didn't know I had, and seeing that the completion and overcoming my obstacle was just a dash ahead. Once completing the marathon, I was filled with pure ecstatic joy in knowing that those 6 months had finally paid off, and that I had finally accomplished something which my parents had not thought was possible. And it provided me not only with a valuable life experience in being able to cross something that's worthy of being on your bucket list, but it also provided me with a great work ethic and life values that I could use later on in life, whether it be education, sports, or family, work. And it did so much for me, and I recommend running extremely to all of you, because it's been an amazing experience in everything that it's done for me, and how it's become more of a lifestyle, and how it's a metaphor for life, and that what you put into it is what you get out, whether it be countless hours and vast amounts of effort, or it be complete crud. You'll either fail or succeed in that manner. And running's done so much for me, and I recommend it to all of you. And I would just like to thank you guys all very much. And thank you.